Right, this is going to be a negative video because I just feel like I need to record this, get it out my system. Sat next to me, she don't feel well.
Hello.
So if I laugh or you hear noises, it's her.
If you laugh,
my hair's mess. I've
ill.
just took it out my pony and I can't be asked. I'm not bothered how I look. Basically, it's going to be a video about like my agoraphobia and my panic attacks and my going out and all that stuff. Because I don't feel like people listen to me. If I say to somebody, I physically cannot do something, for someone to then say to me, oh, well, you don't try, or you've got to try. I've been trying for years and I'm sick of people saying to me, oh, well, you haven't helped yourself. How am I meant to help myself? What is an agoraphobic person meant to do apart from try and walk somewhere? I'm not just gonna be like, ring up a taxi and get dropped off in the centre of town. That's impossible. And this is what does my head in, because I physically cannot do it. I'll go for walks. I try and walk further than I did last time. I then physically cannot breathe properly and I'm like, please get me home. And because I've got social phobia, which is obviously scared around people and nervous of people, for me to go to a meeting to get help, it's like I'm then scared of going out and I'm scared of the people. So it's like as soon as I leave my house, I'm scared of everything. The outdoors, the building I've got to go to I don't know, and speak to someone I don't know. It's all my fears in one. And I don't think anyone is listening to me. They're like, oh yeah, we understand, but why don't you try? Well, stop saying you understand, because you don't. If you understood, you'd respect what I'm saying, listen to me, and understand that if it was that easy to get better, I would be better. I wouldn't still be sat here nearly 21 years old and I can't even go to the shop for myself. I'm speaking angry because I sit there and I think, like, why don't people listen to me? You're right. But it's like, and then I sit there and I think, who have I actually got there for me? Like, who will message me and say, are you okay? Only a few people. I've got a big family. No one, literally, apart from, 2 people in my family will message me and say, are you okay? Like, how do people expect me to get better and be pushed and have all this support if no one messages me? If I want to speak to someone, I have to ring them. I have to invite myself places. How low do you think that makes me feel? I'm going through hell living in my prison home and my family can't even be asked to message me and say, oh, I hope you're alright, we're here for you if you need us. No one does that. Literally. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if anyone who's watching this has seen the programme, The Speakmans. There was a girl on there with agoraphobia. All her family was crying, saying how much they miss her, how much they can't wait for her to get back out and how much she's missed on. My family don't say that to me. I have to beg to go certain places. But yet, you watch that episode, all her family, they're so supportive of her. They don't have a go at her for it because she physically can't help it. They're upset for her, but I seem to get moaned at for it. Like, what the fuck? That is so wrong that I get moaned at for it. I can't physically help it. Do you know what I mean? This is like, it's almost like I'm not disabled. I've got my legs, but it's almost like I can't fucking use them. Do you know what I mean? And just because you can't see what's going on in my head, it don't mean it's not there. Like, it physically is there, and it's ruining my life. It's taken over me. Like, oh, I get so angry because it just annoys me so much. Like, if someone in my family had this, I'd be so upset for them, thinking, nah, they're living indoors, they can't do nothing. Something has happened to them, or some. Do you know what I mean? They're going through hell, living in their own home. They're not having a life. Do you know what I mean? I don't even get a message. It's actually disgusting that no one actually contacts me to say, I hope you're right, Dan. I know what you're going through. I don't understand it, but I'm here if you need me. No one has said that to me. The only people that I speak to on a daily basis is Em, because I live with her, and my mum. And my best friend Charlie, when I speak to her, she'll always ask me if I'm alright and how I am with it all now. No one else asks. Literally nobody. Do you know what I mean? How wrong is that? Like, oh, I just don't even know what to say because it annoys me so much. Do you know what I mean? How does anyone expect me to get better when I've got no support, like outside of my home? Do you know what I mean? Like, people say, oh yeah, well, thanks, I have supported you, I've been there when you need me. But, yeah, but you moan about it. People moan when I ask for help. Like, how can you moan at me? Do you know what I mean? Like, and people say, oh, you don't help yourself. You see me, never. You don't know what I do to try and help myself. You don't know how many times I've tried to go for a walk or how many times I've tried to go to the shop. No one sees me and no one asks. So how would you know what I go through? It's only Crystal, go away. Move.
Go away. Stop.
It's only that sees me all day, every day. If you see me for half an hour or an hour and I'm okay, yeah, that's because I'm okay at that hour. You don't see me for the rest of the week. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh. Do you know what I mean? It's only you that sees me. No one actually knows how bad I am. Because no one bothers, no one asks.
See how I look that shit? I do.
You look fine, Em. But do you know what I mean? People are like, oh, well, we don't understand. Well, that's because you don't fucking talk to me. No one asks me questions. No one even says the words, are you okay? Do you know, what support do I physically have? I've got a big family. Out of my family, who actually messages me and says, are you okay? Do you know what I mean? I'll speak to my Auntie Donna and I'll speak to Sarah and my mum. I've got a big family. Now, if any of my family are watching this, when have you ever messaged me? And I've posted numerous statuses and my video on my panic attacks and my agoraphobia and how long I've had it. Has anyone messaged me? And if you did watch it and didn't message me, right, then that is actually disgusting. I'm part of your family, right? Yeah, I might not see you, but still. If someone in my family put up that, I'd be like, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. It would upset me. I don't see how. No one wants to, like, just see if I'm alright. And yeah, it's hard to explain what it is, obviously, when not a lot of people know of it. But I physically, as soon as I leave my house, my chest is tight, I feel sick, and I feel like I need to get inside. It's not because I'm scared that I'm going to be attacked by a person or anything. It's not that. I know nothing's physically going to happen to me. It's what happens in my mind, and I cannot control it. I'm sick of people saying to me, well, you need to push yourself, Dan. Oh my God, I've been doing that for the past 4 years. There's only so much pushing I can do. There's only so far I can walk, so I'm begging Em to get me home. I cannot go, like, further than, like, what, 4 streets away?
I've even had to literally, like, drag you home once.
Yeah, one time I panicked so much. I don't know what happened to me, but I was literally about to collapse one night and you had to carry me home. All my body went pins and needly. I couldn't feel my body. My vision went, and Em had to physically hold me up and carry me home. I don't know why. That's just what happens to me. I can't explain it.
But it's like no one else cares because they don't see that bit of it. It's
yeah,
like,
no one.
It's like if they can't see it, it's not really happening.
But it is, and I try and explain this to people. Just because, oh, you see me on, I put up a status and it's a normal status. Yeah, I'm a normal person. I have a normal life. Like inside my house, like I can have a laugh. But deep down, this is really fucking with my head. And I sit there and I think to myself, am I actually going to go insane soon? Like, am I actually going to lose my mind? Because I can't cope with what my head tells me anymore. It does my head in. And no matter how much I try and explain it, it's almost then people just still don't listen to me. I don't know how else to explain it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and people are like, oh, well, you don't help yourself. But I've been on the waiting list for over a year to get counselling meetings, and I'm not even lying about that. My mum has even had to ring up and kick off at these places because I've been left sat in my house just waiting for these phone calls or waiting for these meetings. I got someone come out to me at the start of the year. Well, when we moved here, it was like January. what's the month now? September.
Yeah, they came out in like January. Yeah. No, it was before that.
It was probably like December.
Yeah.
It was like December last year, 2013. I still haven't had a meeting. I got assessed then. Why is it taken? What is it? It's like 7 months, isn't it?
Well, they assessed you and they said that she was well, they didn't say whatever, but they basically decided that she didn't need help where she would meet up with someone, that they gave her 5 half-an-hour,
Yeah, I got
10-minute
phone calls.
5 phone calls, a phone call every week or something, or every 2 weeks for 5 times. And all they did was asked her how anxious she felt that day, made her write down if she felt anxious, like just before the meeting, so that she could tell them. And then sent her a relaxation DVD, and then after 5 sessions fobbed her off and said there's nothing more we can do.
Yeah, so for an agoraphobic person who physically is scared of people, who can't leave their house, has started to get OCD, because I have, I'm getting worse and worse, right? And they offer me 5 phone calls, right? No offence, but I know how to answer the phone. I speak to people on the phone. That's how I communicate with the outside world, right? So, it doesn't matter who I'm fucking speaking to. I don't need phone calls. I don't need someone ringing me and saying, oh, how do you feel this week? Wow, worse than last week. I need help. Phone calls is not going to get me outside. Do you know what I mean? I physically need proper, in-depth help. I am stuck in my home. I can't do nothing. It's ruining my life. Seriously, it is.
She doesn't have a phobia of phone calls, for fuck's sake.
No. I have a phobia of going out. I know how to answer my phone. I don't need to be told, oh, that I'm 19 on the anxiety list. I know how I feel. I'm more anxious all the time.
And we don't need a relaxation DVD.
I had a random anxiety attack inside the other day, didn't I? And that hasn't happened to me for a few years. But I started having anxiety attacks just sat inside for no reason. The other day it happened. Go away, Crystal.
Man. Do something with yourself.
Like, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday or the day before. I was having an ongoing anxiety attack for about 5 hours. My chest was tight for about 5 hours. I kept having to take deep breaths. I kept going hot. And then the night before that, Em was asleep. The anxiety was getting so strong, I had to wake her up out of her sleep because I couldn't sit there on my own. And people would be like, why? What are you anxious over? I don't know. Why don't you look it up? Why don't you research it? Why don't you have a look what it's like for someone like this to have these problems? Do you know what I mean? It does my head in. Don't sit there and say, oh, well, we don't get it, we don't understand. Well, why don't you look it up then? Because if someone in my family had it and I didn't understand it, I'd want to know about it. I'd want to try and understand. I'd be reading up about it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I know that I wasn't born with this and I can get better, but I can't get better by myself. I can't get better until I have physical meetings. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't... Don't just say to me you don't help yourself because you don't know what I do at home. You don't know. Do you know what I mean? How many times have we gone for walks, Em, and I'll get like 10 steps ahead and I physically can't breathe and I'm like, please get me home. And I've even started recording me when I go for walks, so I can post them and show you what happens to me if I panic. That's how much I'm trying to get better and to show like what it's like, because I'm sat here now, I'm fine, I'm not anxious, whatever, just explaining it. But if you can see actual footage of me when I'm going out, you can see the look on my face. I'm anxious. If someone's walking, if I can see people walking, I'm like, I've got to stop and see which way they're going. That's how much is fucking with my head. I'm scared of people. I'm scared of fucking busyness. I'm scared of just anywhere.
I know, it's like we've been trying to go for walks for ages. It's not as if like it's just like.
So I mean, people don't even ask me what I've tried. Yeah. So don't say you don't out yourself.
You're fine all the time. Like some days will be better than others. Like one day you'll be able to walk to a certain place. The next day you won't get half as far.
That's what I mean. And people are basically saying, oh, you don't hurt yourself. What? So do you mean basically because I haven't checked myself into global gathering that I haven't hurt myself, or that I haven't gone to town on my own midday packed as fuck because I'm not helping myself? No. And if people are watching this that have got agoraphobia, they will understand everything that I'm saying. You will have random anxiety attacks for no reason. You cannot physically explain it. But what is the most upsetting is that when you try and explain to people what it's like, they'll say they understand, but then they'll moan at you for it. Or like, I've been with people when I've had a panic attack before, and I'm really starting to panic where I am, and I'll get moaned at. How can you moan at me for something I can't control? Do you know what I mean? It's physically ruining my life.
Especially when you're trying and you're somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm out, and I get moaned at. Do you know how that puts me right back down? Thinks, fuck it, I'm not going to try. Because when I do try and I fail, I get fucking moaned at. I should not get moaned at. I shouldn't feel like I'm annoying people. Do you know what I mean? Don't you think I'm annoyed myself? I'm stuck indoors. I haven't been able to do anything. Do you know what I mean? Don't you think it's doing my own head in? I'm sat inside. It's like I'm going crazy in my own head. It is. It's like, no, it's like I can't escape from my own mind. Do you know what I mean? It's got to the point where I'm so anxious of people, I can't even see my own friends. Do you know what I mean? I can't even celebrate my own birthday. What did I do for my last birthday? Oh, I sat at home and had a pizza. That's what I do every weekend. I don't do anything new. It's going to be my 21st in a few months. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm just going to be sat at home with a fucking pizza at. And it's not, it's funny to, it sounds funny to say, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Imagine, like, when people are like, oh, I should have gone out this weekend, I'm so bored sat at home. Well, I've been saying that every day for like 4 years. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you're bored. Oh, I should have gone uptown this weekend. No, right? When you have something like this, you appreciate so much more. Why don't you just chill at home, watch a film? Why do you need to get wrecked every weekend? Do you know what I mean? Just chill at home. There's nothing wrong with being at home. Like, I've realised that. Like, people take so much for granted. Do you know how I'd love to just be able to go and sit in a park, take the dog, take a picnic, and just sit there and chill? I physically can't even do something like that. There ain't a field near me, so I can't even take my dog to the field. Em's got to take her. Do you know how stupid that makes me feel, that I can't even take my dog for a nice walk? Do you know what I mean? That upsets me. I can't even take my own dog up the hill. Em's got to take her to, like, for long walks. I can only take her around the block. And that does my head in.
And that's got to be at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I've got to go late at night. I can't walk in the day because there's people out, and it freaks me out, and I've got to get back inside. But I felt like I had to do this video whilst it was fresh in my memory, otherwise like I forget things I want to say and stuff. But it's like I can't get better if I don't feel like I've got support. I feel like it's only Em giving me support. I have to ask and literally beg people to come and see me. Do you know what I mean? And then people are, oh, sorry, I forgot. Well, no, if you want to see someone, you do it. If you want to go on holiday, you don't forget that you want to go. So don't say, oh, I forgot. No, it means you forgot. Like, you don't. What am I saying? You didn't want to see me. It wasn't.
It didn't matter to you.
Yeah,
so
you don't forget something you want to do. If you want your eyebrows done, or if you want to get your nails done, you go and do it. You don't say to me, oh, sorry, I forgot. No, if you wanted to see me, you would have come. So that's just, don't lie to me. Do you know what I mean? I just feel so sorry for anyone that goes through this. That's why I like to know, that I want to meet people online that have got it, just because talking to someone else that has got it's like releasing stress. I don't know. Like, I don't know anyone in Gloucester that has got agoraphobia. I know people that have got like anxiety and stuff, but physically agoraphobia where I can't leave my house. Like, the only place I can go where I don't panic is my nan's, and that's why I love going my nan's so much, because it's like my escape from this prison. So the only place I can go, but then I feel like it's a privilege to go there. I don't care. I'm sick of feeling like no one wants to see me. I get moaned at, I get huffed and puffed at. Do you know what I mean? What have I done that makes you like moan at me because I want to come up? Oh, excuse after excuse. Like, do you know how low that makes someone feel when you make up an excuse for them not to come round? Do you know what I mean? I sit here crying to Em, and she's the only one that sees me like it. Because it's not fair. What have I physically done? It's not like I've made myself get this. And even if I have got this, why Why? How is that my fault? Why are people annoyed at me? I can't physically help it. So, I mean, do you think I want to be stuck indoors and I can't do nothing? I can't just go to the cinema. I can't say, oh, should we go out for a meal tonight? Do you know what I mean? I'm pissed off that I just need people to listen to me and actually make an effort with me. Do you know what I mean? I try and make effort with other people. I think into detail about how I can, like, get them something nice or show them that I'm thinking about them. But with me, it's like I get 10% effort, but yeah, I feel like I'm putting in 90 for other people. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I know I can't, like, I can't physically say go to town and go to someone's house. But if someone needs me, I will speak to them until they feel like their mind's better at that time. Like, they feel better. I've told people how I feel, and then we'll have a nice conversation, and then I don't hear from them again. Like, what the hell? It's like I don't understand how I can tell
you're there for them, but they're not there for you.
How I can tell people what I'm going through, and they actually don't see how I am. It just shows that people are fake, and they don't care what other people are going through. They just care about themselves. Do you know what I mean? Some people that I know, they're happy as Larry. They've got whatever they want, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's why you don't care about other people, because you've got nothing going on. Do you know what I mean? And these people have even said to me, oh, well, I haven't got any of those problems. I just, whatever. Yeah, that's because you're fine. Why don't you think that some people aren't fine? Do you know what I mean? My life, I used to be more confident at 14 years old than I am now. I've got no confidence. My self-esteem's gone. I feel fucking ugly. Like, I feel like I upload pictures of myself and I look alright, but I have to proper make an effort with myself just to actually sit and think, no, I look alright today. But other than that, how many times do I say to you, I feel ugly, I don't make an effort with myself. I'm not me anymore.
All the time.
I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, when I was 14, 15 years old, I'd be going to town with my friends. Do you know what I mean? I'd be doing more things then than I am now. Do you know what I mean? It's like my life's changed. I'm now a child. And back then, I was more grown up and an adult. Oh, it does my head in. But I don't really know what else to say. I just needed to let this stress out. Does my head in. If I didn't have Charlie and Tom as friends, I'd literally have not any friends. I know I've got people on Facebook that I speak to, but everyone has people that, do you know what I mean, that they just communicate with and they've got on their Facebook. But physical friends, if I didn't have Tom and Charlie, I would literally have not one friend. And like, I've lost all my friends because of this, because they think I can't be bothered to go out. No, it's because you don't understand. I can't. It's just stopping me living my life. It's controlling me and I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm going through it on my own, even though Em's here. It's like she don't fully understand how it feels. She just sees it. Like, she can't change it for me. So it's almost like I'm still going through it in my head. I can't escape from my own mind. I just want to be asleep all the time. And then I'm not awake thinking about it. I don't want to wake up and then I just want to be asleep all the time. That's why I sleep so much, because I can't cope with being awake and just dealing with this every day. That's why I'm so fucking lazy, as people call me. You don't see what I go through every day. Or how low I am. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, when I go out and you see me, I'm in an alright mood. Yeah, that's because I'm out of my fucking prison. It's like I'm living in a luxury prison. Do you know what I mean? I've got nice things in my house, but I can't fucking... I'm still a prisoner in my own fucking home. But, yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Nearly a half an hour rant. You alright now?
I'm just pissed off.
Just cut your words and cut it out.
I'm fine. I feel alright. Let me get this all finished. But yeah, hopefully this will make people understand even more. Even after my first video, people still obviously don't understand and still don't ask me if I'm alright. But I suppose that's just people and selfishness. But yeah, that's a negative video of mine. And if anyone watching this is going through what I'm going through, then please message me, because it's nice for me to talk to people with it, and I know it's good for other people to talk about it with people that have it, because they understand. And yeah, thanks for watching.